Anyways, a little bit about myself. So there I was, the ripe old age of 16, and I put my application into the Berwyn Fire Company after being told, you couldn't possibly be a firefighter, because I'm a girl. Turning in that application was the best decision of my life. I became a firefighter because I was challenged, but what I found was much more than that. I found a family. I found tradition, and I found brotherhood. And I found a whole lot of brothers and sisters. I found that being a volunteer firefighter is about spending my free time on weekends and nights training. It's about waking up in the middle of the night to help your neighbor's grandmother back into bed. It's about freeing your high school classmate's older brother from the tangled metal of a car wreck. It's about finding a scared child in a smoky house. It's about dropping everything you're doing, sacrificing everything that you have to make a difference in someone else's life when they need it most. I found a family of people like Tom Hayes. Tom was passionate about the fire service. He was passionate about training, learning, and about making a difference, no matter how small, in everyone's lives. He was a dedicated member of the Lower Merion and Narberth Fire Companies when he tragically passed away after a fire call in 2006. He was 25, just starting his life and just starting his career. Tom would regularly fill any open shifts that he could during the holiday season so other firefighters could spend time at home with their families. He took any class that the Fire Academy would offer and planned on returning to school to receive his fire management degree. His mother always says that he had a great smile that put anyone at ease. He was a man of many talents whose true impact will never be realized. I was honored to be a recipient of a scholarship in his memory from the Mainline Chamber Foundation. In May of last year, I graduated magna cum laude from the University of New Haven with 2 bachelor's degrees in fire science, 1 bachelor's degree in fire service administration, and 1 in fire and arson investigation. Supporting myself in my education, I picked up as many work hours as I could at 3 911 centers in Connecticut. I volunteered as a firefighter and on the board of directors for the Trumbull Volunteer Fire Company in Connecticut. I was on the executive board for the University of New Haven Fire Science Club, and on top of that, I was also attending school full-time. I could not have done any of this without the financial support of the Mainline Chamber Foundation. Now, I have come home. I began my career last year at the Chester County Public Safety Training Campus, maintaining a new state-of-the-art facility and all of the specialty training systems that they house. I'm proud to say that I've been promoted to Assistant Chief Fire Marshal for Chester County. Continuing my career and utilizing my education and training in that respect. As the Assistant Fire Marshal, my goal is to prevent loss of life and property in your community. People like me have a direct effect on yours and your clients' real estate investments through inspection, investigation, and education. I'm able to walk into a room and see the candle that's kept entirely too close to the pallet of dynamite and, that can gas. I'm able to look at a fire and find a piece of equipment that failed that caused $1 million fire loss and the loss of a life. I'm able to teach people how to use fire extinguishers, teach people how to install smoke detectors and CO alarms to prevent these fire losses and losses of life in the first place. The education, training, and skills I gained while I was volunteering at the Berwyn Fire Company and learned at the University of New Haven would not have been possible without you, the generous donors of the Mainline Chamber Foundation. So on behalf of the dozens of volunteer first responders that have benefited from the scholarships from the Mainline Chamber Foundation, I want to say thank you. Thank you for a chance at a career that positively impacts our community.
Great job.